Hey there, my fellow lunatics. Dakon the Mad here, and today we're taking a bit of a deep dive into Cyberpunk 2077. Today we're exploring the Street Kid life path as well as the Corpo life path, and we'll be comparing the two, and when we're finished, hopefully you'll have a better idea of which life path you want to choose when you first start out the game. So, when you make your character, you're given 3 choices for your character background. These choices are called life paths, and they give you some details about your character's backstory. Think of it kind of like a jumping off point for personality and experiences. Each life path will tell the story of how you got kind of caught up in the churn that is Night City. Let's start by checking out the Corpo life path. The description reads, "Few leave the corporate world with their lives. Fewer still leave with their souls intact. You've been there. You've bent the rules, exploited the secrets, and weaponized information. There is no such thing as a fair game. Only the winners and the losers." Yeah, corporate life can be brutal. Corpo life can also be a life of riches and glamour, rich food, nice threads, the very best in cyberware. Substance over style. This idea of only the best is actually shown off really well in architecture and the style of building. Everything is clean, stark, and shining. You can see all the chrome walls, tall, smooth, with large screens spouting the corporate propaganda. All the gardening is perfectly tailored, well manicured. Everything here reminds me of some sort of fascist viewpoint of a perfect world. It's like you picturesque Orwell in 1984. Then again, if you're choosing the Corpo life path, it's because you want to play someone who believes in order and the steady progress of society. In the world of Cyberpunk, the corporations rule. Governments are weak compared to the corporations. And the influence of Arasaka in Night City is much greater than any local official. If you want to live it up, live the good life, and believe in substance over style, you want to live the Corpo life. And that life does come with a cost, though. You have to do what your boss says, like a mini dictatorship. Each boss has his minions to control, just like you have yours. Anyone who steps out of line gets eliminated. Worst part is you can be guilty by association. What happens to you when your boss steps out of line?
Your access to company networks is hereby revoked.
When you get into Night City, being a Corpo does have a few advantages. You start off with double the amount of credits that the Street Kid does. You can pick up a couple of quick and easy missions from the local fixer before you even visit the Ripper Dock. Do those missions first, you can easily pick up an extra cyber implant or two, and those extra implants can really make a difference during early gameplay. And while you may end up ditching the suit never really ditches you. Your knowledge of Corpo life and strategies comes in handy right away, as well as throughout your playthrough in Cyberpunk. Having an understanding of the internal corporate rules gives you a leg up in your first mission for Dexter Deshawn. So if you like having extra edge for dialogue choices that can help you avoid combat or just gain you access to extra resources, going Corpo is the right choice for you. What do you think of the Corpo life path? Let me know in the comments below. Now, before we dive into the bowels of Night City, I want to take a moment to ask you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I was actually looking at my analytics recently, and almost half of my viewers are unsubscribed. So if you aren't subscribed yet, you're missing out on immediate access to each video as it comes out. And if you are subscribed already, thank you so much for your patronage. And if you could just hit that bell notification, you'll be informed the moment my next video drops. Thank you so much for watching this far, and now let's drop down from the skylines of Corpo life and take a look at the Street Kid. If the high life isn't for you, if you prefer having friends in low places, you may want to take a look at the Street Kid life path. If you're choosing Street Kid, you're choosing to play as someone who was born and bred in Night City's slums. Either someone who can't or won't play by the rules enough to climb that Corpo ladder. The description for the Street Kid is pretty straightforward. They say if you want to understand the streets, you gotta live them. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers, you were raised by them all. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak serve the strong. The only law in Night City that you have yet to break. Street kids are the quintessential cyberpunk character. You live and breathe the crazy streets of Night City. Style over substance at any cost. Life as a street kid is dirty and dangerous. There's always a chance your next encounter will be your last. This comes with some perks, though, to offset the drawbacks. You start out pretty poor, but you have contacts. In the Corpo life path, all of your contacts get burned when you're fired from Arasaka, but a street kid, they keep their contacts. This can help you out in the early game with special dialogue choices that can help you avoid combat with dealing with psycho gangs, kind of like the Maelstrom. It really helps to have friends in low places. You never know when one might come in handy. And while the Corpo life is clean, stark, and perfectly in order, life in the slums of Night City is the exact opposite. It's dirty and chaotic and bursting with color. If you have an RTX video card, this is where the ray tracing really shines. The city is covered in colorful gang markers, graffiti, and advertisements of all kinds. Everyone and everything is draped in neon, shining bright in the darkness. So if you want to experience Cyberpunk 2077 in its purest form, if you want style over substance, if you want to stick it to the man with your chumbas and then hit the strip club afterwards, then the path of the Street Kid is for you. What do you think of the Street Kid life path? Leave a comment below. And whether you choose a Corpo or a Street Kid, your life path is only the start of your journey. Each one gives you dialogue advantages in different circumstances, while the Corpos give you more starting money, and the Street Kids give you a more colorful introduction to Night City. Regardless of which one you choose, you're going to need to keep your wits about you and your pistol at the ready. Now get out there and make your mark on Night City. Until next time, stay crazy.